soon as you start speaking logic to that hoe, everything else out the window. She don't even like your ass no more, nigga. Just start acting dumb to these hoes. Well, you could peep how they moving and stuff, all that shit. But yeah, nigga, you cooked right after you start speaking common sense.
Most women don't want a man with logic. They want a man who agrees with their feelings.
All right, I'm gonna say it. Some of you aren't gonna like it. Doesn't make it any less true. And here we go. Some women don't actually want equality. They want control.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a group of videos, two in particular that I want to share with you guys that pretty much exposes the hypocrisy that I've been speaking of on this channel for a while. Women wanting equality only when it benefits them, and holding men to a traditional standard while at the same time not even want to be traditional themselves. From what I'm seeing, other women are starting to notice, and this shit goes hand in hand. Both of these videos do. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into them.
Most women don't want a man with logic. They want a man who agrees with their feelings. They'll say, "Oh, I want a man that understands me." Translation: I want a man who nods his head and says, "Yes, baby," even when I'm dead wrong. The second logic enters the chat, when you point out their contradictions or the flaws in their stories, now you're toxic, now you're negative. But the reality is, most women aren't looking for logic, they're looking for validation. They don't want a leader, they want a mirror. That's why when they actually do meet a man who moves with logic, who doesn't bow down to their emotions, they say he's harsh, he's toxic. They call him everything but what he really is, which is honest. Let's be honest, ladies. If you only want a man who agrees with you, then what you really want is a yes man, not a partner.
Like, essentially what they're looking for is an enabler, basically. The easiest way you can look at this is, matter of fact, I'll do you one better. The most recent biggest pander bear that has come out of the social media space lately, Deontay Kyle. Deontay Kyle is a great example of women who are just looking for somebody that agrees with them. And all of a sudden, you start seeing him on other women's podcasts that you've seen people in the manosphere space, including myself, react to videos. And I'm like the most recent one of the white girl that was getting mad at black women rage baiting, saying that when black men are with white women, you see him as weak, but when you see a black woman with a white man, oh, he's just tired. Did y'all see who was on that podcast? Deontay Kyle. Enabling son of a bitch. That's what they want. They want a Deontay Kyle. They want an Ace Metaphor. They want a Steve Harvey. I'm like, that's basically what it is. Everything is a man's fault. Everything is on the man. Essentially, the woman might as well be a damn infant at that point, because you can't do no wrong, right? Ridiculous, bro. It's the one-sidedness that men are running away from. It ain't got shit to do with men not wanting to be providers or all that bullshit, man. I'm like, and that's a whole nother conversation, because most women aren't gonna get that. About 3 out of every 4 women that are married are working. So I don't know where the hell this shit be coming from either, but let's continue.
All right, I'm gonna say it. Some of you aren't gonna like it. Doesn't make it any less true. And here we go. Some women don't actually want equality. They want control. They want leverage when it comes to bills, provision, security, and safety. Suddenly, that's a man's job. But then when it comes to loyalty and respect, boundaries, it's don't control me because I'm a what? I'm an independent woman. You can't go around and demand 1950s chivalry, but then also want 2025 freedom. And that's not equality. That's entitlement. And here's a kicker for you. When a man asks for 50-50 in a relationship, all of a sudden he's broke and lazy. When a woman wants 50-50 responsibilities in the household and the cooking and the cleaning, it's fairness. It's one-sided perks dressed up as empowerment. Good men, they aren't afraid of equality, but they are afraid of one-sided relationships where they give everything and only disrespect is returned. Equality is going to go both ways, or it is an equality.
Want 1950s chivalry, but 2020-25 freedom. I like that. That's a bar. I'm definitely gonna try to keep that one in the memory bank. But and here's one of the arguments that women like to make with the 50-50 conversation that I never understood. I think it's a bit ridiculous if you ask me. Well, even if y'all do 50-50 financially, it's not gonna be 50-50 in terms of, you know, all the chores and stuff around the house. Okay, well, if that's the case, why don't you just find a man that is okay with helping you out around the house? And I would actually make the argument that majority of men, if not most men, wouldn't mind helping out around the house. Men want to interact with their kids. I would actually make the argument that's the reason why a lot of men prefer 50-50, because it frees them up to do more of the parenting shit that women complain about that they do majority of all the fucking time. That's one less thing y'all can sit over here and fucking come on the internet and argue about. But then that's gonna leave the, oh, he ain't paying 100% of everything, so I gotta complain about that too, right? Because women are expected to get and have it all, while men just sacrifice. And then I'm like, and then y'all really think this is a good deal, and y'all really wondering why men don't want to sign up for this shit. I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm like, I probably shouldn't even be saying it. Well, I've told people about my past, but back when I did, you know, bust moves and whatnot, my plug always told me this, bro. And when I think about it, you can apply this to the way the dating landscape is now. Good product is always gonna sell itself. So if women gotta come on the internet, or any woman in general gotta come on the internet and guilt, insult, and try to shame men into taking these bad deals, they doing that because they know it's a bad deal for you, bro. Otherwise, think about it. How else is it presented to men other than, oh, you got to do this, otherwise you're not this, you're not a real man? You wouldn't have to come on the internet and dress it up this way if it was a really good deal for men to do this shit. So let's cut it out, man.
I want to know something that I'm growing to fucking understand. Every woman claim that y'all want a strong man that can lead y'all and can get you through anything and elevate y'all and do this and all that. But what the fuck they don't tell you is, bitch, that requires you to listen to your man. You have to allow your man to lead everything, okay? Bitch, you are not the leader, okay? Whatever your man say, go, okay? Respecting your man is respecting your relationship. Simple. A woman is a clear representation of her man every time she walks up out the door. So if every time you walk out the fucking door, you looking like you looking for somebody to be looking for you, bitch, why the fuck would a real man want to take you fucking seriously, bitch? But when he call you out on your bullshit, now he's controlling. Now you have no freedom. Now you're trapped. Now you feel like you can't do what you want to do. If doing what you want to do requires you doing some flaw shit that makes your man look at you crazy, you don't want to be in a relationship with one man. Bitch, you want many men. Okay, stop wasting that man.
So one thing that I don't understand about women is why do y'all keep fighting so hard to be equal to men? Like, y'all wondering why men don't want us to run the country, and it's because y'all logic make absolutely no sense. Y'all want to be equal to a man so bad, but we got a whole era dedicated to, I want to live a soft life, I want a man to take care of me. Like, if you want a dude to take care of you, living off a dude is equivalent to living with your mama. So you can't be sitting over here expecting somebody else to take care of your whole life, but you don't want to submit, but you don't want to do what they say. Y'all want to be liberated. Oh, I want to be liberated. I want to be able to do what I want to do with my body. And then when you have a whole bunch of kids and nobody's helping you and you crying, now you looking stupid. Nobody's signing up to take care of you and 3 or 4 kids. Y'all sound dumb. Y'all be wondering why they don't want us to run the country, and this is why. Y'all logic make no sense at all. I want to be equal when it's beneficial. Don't nobody care about no man. Men have a hard life. Your life could be easy as a woman if you know how to play your role. Y'all make your life hard trying to be liberated and have all these babies and doing all this stuff y'all do.
Y'all call all kind of stuff toxic masculinity. When a man is built to protect and provide, he's not meant to be here to be your bitch. Yeah, I'm saying it. A lot of y'all think you're here to run men, and you're not. A lot of y'all have the roles misconstrued. You do. And y'all have backed men in a corner now that they're like, well, shoot, who cares? Who cares if a woman's on the side of the road with a tire broke down? They don't like masculine men. Hey, masculinity is toxic all the way until you need somebody to come do some masculine shit.
If you proclaim yourself an independent woman, but you still want a traditional man, a man who's going to pay most if not all your bills, aren't you using them because you're capable of paying your own bills, but you want someone else to pay your bills? Shouldn't you want that 50-50 guy instead? I don't know. What do you guys think?
And as always, I want to show other videos of women seeing the same hypocrisies that men see. And the reason why I always highlight that is so that way men can understand, because as much as women complain about men making generalizations, there's a reason why I show other women who agree with what men are saying, is to get women to understand that even when I make these generalizations, I got enough damn common sense to know that not all women are like this. Men in this space know that all women are not like this. Okay? Now, there are a few things here and there that we can agree on that most women, but that's like base level shit. But when you get into the nooks and crannies of dating, this particular topic, it's a little bit more split. However, there are women out here who see this bullshit just like men do. And we all know a big part of that has to do with the fact that some women have had good male influences in their life. They probably have brothers, guys in their circle or in their family that they know that are actually decent human beings, because when some women got this narrative to where they act like every man is like so evil, but then I be thinking to myself, like, you gotta have men in your family, right? Oh nah, no, the men in my family are good, right? But everybody else outside of your family is evil. Nah, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. So I've always found that interesting, like, because those same women that sit over here and act like every man evil, they want to act like every woman is good. No, it's bad people in both genders. Okay, like let's cut that shit out too.
Do you believe that men and women are equal?
Yes. Well, I kind of feel like women are superior, but if we're going to be political about it, yeah, because we can do the same shit, maybe better.
So since you believe that men and women are equal, who do you think should do the approaching in terms of relationships?
Ooh, that was good. I see what you did there.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's fucked up. The men, because we still want to be ladies,
But doesn't that spit in the face of the equality?
No, I just feel like in certain aspects, we can both do it, but I feel better about sucking your dick if you do it.
Nasty bitch.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people.
You cannot make this shit up.
Yeah, great line of question, and I would have loved to hear her response when it comes to 50-50. Because I guarantee you, she probably wants a man to pay most, if not all, of the bills, like you're starting to see a lot of women on the internet say. But I just find that interesting how I think we're actually superior, actually, but being politically correct, yeah, we're equal. Nah, stand on business. Y'all think y'all so fucking superior? Then y'all should have no problem paying 100% of everything. Y'all so fucking superior, y'all go and lead, and when y'all make mistakes, y'all gotta clean up the mess. Yeah, let's do it. Let's really do it. Because if we being all the way honest, man, women don't really want to trade places with men. Y'all just want to trade places where it benefits you.
How many women in here flew a man out before? Raise your hand. I love the honesty over here.
And I hope you made him put it right through the hole of the box.
Let me say,
Don't even make him pull him all the way out. Just
I have a question. Why is that so looked down upon? Because I hear society, I hear the things that are being said online. And that's part of the reason, because y'all will listen to these bitter people who are online, who have never ever had to serve in their life, who have never understood what reciprocity actually means, who have never poured into somebody else, but they have always been poured into. And that's the reason why they have so many failed relationships that are single or miserable. Why is that shunned upon? Why do we, hold on, Sugar Love, why do we look down on that? That is so, I'm a happily married woman. And I would nurture my husband until God tell me I can't nurture no more. And when there is a man who is pouring into you, it is nothing wrong with pouring back into him. That should not be looked down upon. Now, if we're talking about toxic men, you shouldn't be dealing with toxic men to begin with. That's your poor assessment. But it's so many women that I know for a fact, many of y'all actually do want to be married. And y'all want a healthy reciprocal relationship. So if y'all continue to listen to that foolishness, and if y'all continue to listen to people who smack their lips whenever they talk about pouring into another man, pouring into a man regardless, y'all gonna stay miserable and unhappy. Because I guarantee you, once you cross over and you marry, it is gonna be a daily serving. It is going to be a daily pouring into. And you can't do something as minor as flying somebody out. Are y'all serious?
Can I add a little context?
I got a little context too, because I think that's the issue.
Yeah, I think we need to add a little context, right? We're not talking about our husbands, all right?
Right.
We're not talking about somebody we've been dating consistently.
All right, so you shouldn't be doing that.
When we normally talk about flying out, it's like a first link type thing.
Literally.
Or a first link.
Why are you doing that to begin with? You haven't made the proper assessment. No, we can't keep using that as the standard.
That's what a fly out is.
But we can't be using that as the standard. That's you. And if people got it, they got it. But the problem is that there are vulnerable ears who hear that and they say, so this person I've been dating for 6 months, I can't do these type of things for that person because somebody that you decided to fly out on a first date screwed you over. We have to be mindful of the people who are listening, especially the open hearts who want something serious, because there's so many single women who really want love, but they listen to the people who are bitter. But they listen to the people who are wounded, and they listen to the people who made 5,000 mistakes and never learned from it. And they fall into that category. That's my only issue. That's my only issue.
Like I said, I think that question is a loaded question without context given to it. I think the initial knee-jerk reaction has something to do with no context following it. But of course, the way that you put it, of course that makes sense.
Elle said, women make up their own rules as they go, and they change based on how they feel at the moment.
That's true.
I think
that's
not true.
It's true.
That's true.
No, true.
That's true.
It's so true. Very true. It's true.
Y'all just don't listen.
It depends on the time of the month.
Yes, y'all just don't listen.
That's true.
I see Emma's point, because women tend to explain. No, we tend to tell you what we want from the beginning.
And then tomorrow it's something else.
It's something else. It's something completely new.
It's because you changed.
Yes.
You see?
A lot of women want to please.
Wait,
no, you
change
change. When you dip, I dip. So you change, I change. That's how that goes. A lot of women be trying to please their man. So whatever
mood you in. We trying to.
You supposed to please your man. What are you
Right, so
talking about?
it's not that we going crazy.
Bro, she's trying to justify them.
That's what they said.
Changing it.
She's
Yeah.
trying to they blaming men. How you blaming men for something that they just wrote? That all the other women
No,
actually
you gotta
agree with.
see, y'all not listening.
All the other women agree. You're the only one that's
Yeah. Things change. Times change.
No.
Y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all, deuces.
you.